Hey, adventure riders. Mark from Kytheramoto. Going to do another video on some rope technology, stuff like that. A few knots, things that rescue teams use in the field to rescue people, and lowering systems and raising systems, stuff like that. Why am I telling you guys this? Because first of all, knowledge in your pocket is good to have, and I have this stuff I carry on my motorcycle just in case I need to do a quick anchor and maybe a 2-to-1 advantage, to pick up a motorcycle on a hill, out of a gully, if I'm by myself, stuff like that. I mean, there's a thousand different reasons, but this is general good knowledge for you guys. So anyway, first of all, I did a video. I believe it's going to be part of this video, but how to put handles on your motorcycle to help pick up. Because when you, I have an 890 with the um, Reckless 80 bag from Kytheramoto, and when the bike falls over, it's kind of hard to find handholds and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to take some pictures and show you all that stuff. But first, what we need to do is we're going to go over 3 different knots that everybody should know. Okay, this is 1-inch tubular webbing. Tubular because it's a tube, but it's flat. This has 4,000-pound braking strength. Can you imagine that? 4,000-pound braking strength, and it weighs practically nothing. Okay, in its loose format, okay, it's got open ends, right? I mean, just before you tie a knot in it. And if you tie a water knot, which looks like this on, and it's just a circle and it's tied, it's called a runner, right? You can hook it up various ways. And I have these on my motorcycle for handholds to help pick up the motorcycle. Okay, your general carabiner does not need to be this heavy duty. This comes from my climbing gear and stuff, but anyway, you can buy a lot smaller carabiners, and they're made out of aluminum, so they don't really weigh anything anyway. And so braking strength on this is 24 kilonewtons. This is a non-locking carabiner, and this would be a locking carabiner, which automatically locks when you shut it. So do you need it overkill? No. I mean, you can just get smaller beaners and it works really good, and you'll be well within your weight range. Because what we're trying to do is just kind of manipulate the motorcycle so you can have a good purchase when you pick them up. Now, what's one scenario? I had this scenario is I dropped the bike right coming out of a big mud puddle, and I couldn't get any grip on my feet, right, to help pick up. So I use this process anyway to assist in helping me pick up the motorcycle. You can go to Lake REI, you can get these online, backcountry.com, stuff like that. These are just little mini pulleys, and you can get smaller ones than this. This was part of my climbing stuff too. But yeah, I mean, they're just little mini pulleys. If you carry 2 or 3 of them, you can actually do the 2-to-1, maybe a 3-to-1, 5-to-1 type of thing if you're carrying a heavy bike and things like that. So that will help. All right, so let's get into how you want to tie 2 ends of 1-inch tubular webbing together. Well, we do what we call a water knot, right? So you do one side. And so what you do, if you can see this, is just flip it over, right? Over, and then up through the hole, and it will look like this. Okay, you got the tail, you got the knot, and then you got your working line here, right? So you take the other end and you reverse it. You go in the hole where the tail comes out, through, and then around, and just follow it until it comes out the other side. And so it looks like this. So you got 2 tails, one here and one here. Now, and then you tighten it, and this is pretty bomb proof, right? People in rescue organizations use these for anchors, and you can do a wrap 3 pull 2 type of thing, and you can go to the CNC website or get a little technical rescue book, and they'll show you how to do all that stuff. But anyway, but I want you to show you something about webbing using a water knot, right? So you want to make sure that the knot is complete, because you've got a tail and you've got a tail on each side, but this is incomplete because it will just come right out, only half done, right? So let's do this all over again. So you get your webbing over your hand, all right? Come around and then through the hole, and you have your basic half of a water knot, right? Half. It's only half done because you only got one side. You get your tail, and then you have your working line. You take the other end and you reverse it. You go back where the tail comes from and through the hole again, right? Around, just follow it up, and then back the other side, right? And then tighten. And now you've got two tails, and you pull on it, and it's bomb proof, right? And now you have a big runner, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can take this big runner and actually do a lift point on your motorcycle, and that'd be great. All right, and I'll do that here in a few minutes. But then you got this, okay? You got the water knot, you got the runner, 1-inch tubular webbing, 4,000-pound braking strength, weighs nothing. You can order it from Amazon. 30 feet of it will do. I like the lighter colors because you can see them if you drop it at night or whatever. So this is rope, right? It's rope, but it's a difference. It's a static rope. So this is 6 millimeter static rope. What does that mean? Well, rock climbers use dynamic rope. Dynamic rope stretches. So if you pull it, it will stretch, right? So if you fall, you're not falling and then immediately stopping, right? Dynamic rope stretches. Static rope does not. You don't want dynamic rope because you'd just be pulling it and stretching it and pulling it and stretching it, and it doesn't make much sense, right? So if you want some rope to carry on your adventure motorcycle, 6 millimeter, it's probably 2,500-pound braking strength, 6 millimeter static rope. Okay, don't get dynamic, it's static. Okay, that means it does not stretch. All right, so basic knot. Okay, I'm going to show you two basic knots, right? One for the end, one for the middle. Okay, so this is called a bite. All right, this is a bite. All right, and what I'm going to teach is a figure 8 on a bite. Okay, so you have a figure 8, and what you do is you come out from your chest and go around, and then under, and then down the hole, so it looks like a figure 8, right? If you don't go down through the hole and you come up through the hole, all right, it looks like this, and this is just basically a half hitch, right? So, or an over and under knot or whatever you want to do. So again, it's a bite. Okay, you're going to come around, right? So around, come out through from your chest, out, or over the top, under, and then down through the hole, and then press tight. Okay, that's a figure 8 on a bite. All right, this gives you a purchase, okay, on the end of a knot, end of a rope. Okay, you can back it up by doing a fisherman's knot. In technical rescue, you want to back up your knot, right? So, and then it looks like that. All right, so practice, right? Super easy to do, super easy. It looks like a figure eight, when you're done. Okay, now advanced one, and you guys get this. You can show people at parties or whatever, because it's kind of a cool one, right? So again, I'm going to lay my hand flat, right, out from my stomach, right, and I'm going to go around over the top, around one more time, again, and then one more time. So I'm going to have 3 loops around my hand. Okay, you guys see that? 3 loops. I'm going to take the middle one and I'm going to pull it out towards my fingers, okay? And then back around underneath the 2 remaining ones, okay? Pull tight and then snap. All right? And it's called a butterfly knot, right? Right? Boom. All right, I'm going to do that again for you. And I'm going to give you the reason why this one's a super important one. Okay, so lay your hand flat down, palm up, right? Lay over your palm. 1, 2, 3. Okay, reach in from your fingers, pull the middle one out, up and around, and then back through the hole. Okay, out toward your fingers like this. All right, see that? And then tighten it up a little bit, and then snap. And when you snap, why is this not important? All right, and it's a really good knot. It's a butterfly knot. It's because you've got a rope. It's linear, right? You can pull this way, and you can pull this way. It's bidirectional. Okay, so you can pull this way, and you can pull this way. All right. If you did a figure eight on a bite in the middle, okay. If you did a figure eight on a bite in the middle, and you went like this, can you pull on this side? Yeah, but it really confuses the knot and it makes a weak point. All right, it's not very strong if you got to put a lot of pressure on the knot, if you will. Okay, and the good part about these butterfly knots is they come apart really easy. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. All right, palm up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have 3. Pull the middle one out towards the fingers. Go up and around. Back through the hole, towards the fingers. Right? Tighten up. Snap. And now you have yourself a handhold. You have something if you can hook on a tree. You can hook it with a carabiner. If you got to hook it on something, pull. It can get you out of a jam. There's no doubt about it. I mean, if you have a whole bunch of people and everything, and it doesn't matter, you can just, everybody can pitch in and pick up, But you never know if you got to pull a bike out of a ditch or somebody goes off the road and down an embankment or something like that. I carry, I think, 20, 25 to 30 feet of rope. And then you can practice daisy chaining, right? So you can daisy chain, you pull a bite through. Then once you do that, you pull a bite through, pull a bite through, pull a bite through, pull a bite through, and it ends up daisy chaining and your rope. This is a little loose, but you get the idea. So you can practice daisy chaining. Okay. All right. Very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the thing here so you can see my bike, right? Hopefully you can see it. All right. I'm going to go around and check. Hold on. Yeah. I'm not like I said, I'm not Stanley Kubrick, right? All right. So you see this big runner, with a water knot at the end, right? And pretend the bike's laying down, okay? And you want to get somebody to help push the bike up the other way because you're maybe in between some trees or something like that. So what you do, take the runner, put it over your foot peg, underneath the bike. You can fit it underneath the bike when the bike is on the ground, right? Come up the other side, and then bring it on the seat. And now you have your ability to pull the bike up, right? And so you can get one person on that side, one person on this side, boom, up here. And you can see my runners where if I have my bags here, I can just grab hold of my runner here and pick up the bike, and it works out great. And you can watch the video. I have it with this one. So there you go. Be creative, right? These little rope things are good general knowledge to have for sure. So that's what we want to do here at Kytheramoto, is give you some tools in your pocket to hopefully make your adventure riding a little more comfortable, a little less hazardous, and definitely a little safer. Okay? Safe riding out there, you guys. Take care.